Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. This video is being sponsored by everydayhusbandquotesapp.com. It is a journal/notebook website with so much to offer, like diamond pins, keychains, and earrings. Be sure to check out our holiday bundle deals. No special code is needed, so check out the site by visiting the link in the description box. Now, a few weeks ago, Melody went live to explain the dynamics of her relationship with her husband, Martell Holt. She did talk a little bit about how it's been co-parenting with Martell, and says despite her filing for divorce over the summer, honey, Martell still wants them to be together. So at the end of the live, Melody explained that Martell was giving her a hard time when she came to the house to get some of her things out, which is the old house, they shared together. And if you didn't know, Melody did move out of the house they shared, and many of us believe that she is in Atlanta right now. But going back to the live, Melody says she was getting some of her stuff out of the old house her and Martell shared together to move these things into her new house, and she is pretty much trying to make provisions for her and her children, y'all, at the new house that she is moving into, just trying to make it comfortable for the kids and make it feel like their new normal because of the co-parenting situation. So at the end of the live, I am assuming that Melody was being asked in the comment section of the live by fans, why did you go live to explain yourself in the first place? And she told them God told her to go. So let's get into that, because that saying became trendy for Melody on Instagram, and literally the next day, honey, sis had merchandise that said God said go. Y'all know Melody is about her coins, honey. Yes, honey. So it doesn't surprise me that she has new merch with this quote on it. Now, the downside of this is that someone called out Melody and said that God would never tell you to do something like that, and they even questioned if that quote is in the Bible. So yesterday, Melody wanted to let people know that she started shipping a week earlier than expected with this new merchandise, and she posted, been shipping all day. Can't wait for y'all to get your merchandise. Getting it out a week earlier than stated in checkout. Hashtag let's go. Hashtag God said go. And her mom, whose Instagram is VRT2019, of course showed her love in the comment section. But below her mom's comment, a fan tried to clap back at Melody and say, what Bible, what chapter, and what verse is God said go? But honey, Melody quickly came back with the clap back at the fan and says the book of Melody chapter 12 verse 5. Now, another fan did try to defend Melody's quote, God said go, by saying to the other fan, I'm going to actually have you look for it. However, when you find it, you will see where many times where Jesus told one to take up their bed and follow me. You'll also see where one was a tax collector, and when Jesus told him to go, without hesitation, he went. So perhaps you should spend more time learning your Bible than trying to make someone else look bad, all while making yourself look sad. So the other fan came back, y'all, and said God did not just say to only go. That's extremely vague and misleading. And honey, many fans also commented, and they agreed that the quote God said go is mentioned several times throughout the Bible. So you can't really have an argument on that quote by itself, because the Bible is multifaceted. That's what my pastor preached, in which the word of God can mean something different in everybody's life. But honey, moving right on to Martell's mistress baby bump. And I do want to say that I initially saw this post in Arionne's story. To give you the backstory, she was simply posting this picture that says she voted, and in the picture you can see her stomach. When I saw the glimpse of her stomach, I said to myself, that looked like a baby bump. I immediately picked up on it, and two things came across my mind. One being Arionne took the picture unknowingly that she was taking it from that angle and her stomach just so happened to show, or two, sis took the picture from that angle on purpose. And let me just explain that Arionnne is a woman who has a flat stomach. She is curvy, and when she goes live, most of the time she shows all angles of her body, y'all. She does not have a muffin top, and her stomach does not cross over and sit in her lap like that. So let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section of this video. And I also want to lastly but briefly touch on Martell mentioning that him and Melody had marital problems before the show started.
So you're saying that Melody cheated initially. She cheated before you did.
It's so crazy. I can't say that for a fact that she cheated before me. She cheated years ago, before we started filming the show. But honestly, I would feel like I tell her, I feel that before I started cheating, I feel that she cheated before me only because she stopped having sex with me. She stopped performing like she normally would. The only thing, you know, she would say is, I'm tired. I'm like, I understand like that you're tired, but like I used to tell her, like, baby, I'm bringing home the money. I said, you don't have to go to this meeting. You don't have to go to this function. You don't have to do that. Put me first. You know, those are some of the conversations I used to have to her. And, you know, even though I never set her down having a meeting saying like, hey, you need to make sure you satisfy me. No, it is more like passing communication, like, hey, sweetheart, you know, like, hey, if I want to have sex, like, just take care of your husband. This type of stuff that they should say. And then I remember this one particular day, you know, she was supposed to have, we supposed to went to a barbecue or something like that. And she was in the bed, we kind of got into it or something like that. And she was in the bed opening up her computer, and I can imagine she's about to go to Instagram. And she told me, go find your girlfriend. She told me to go find your girlfriend. I still remember that vividly. And that night, that's when I met the mistress, right? So it's
so wait a minute. Do you know for a fact she cheated, or are you speculating? Has she admitted to cheating?
Yeah. She's admitted. Yeah. She admitted to cheating. So at the time, no, I mean I didn't know. You know, she told me this. She told me this later on. And then for her to, you know, like this day and time, she would say that I forgave you I kept forgiving you for the things that you did. And then I would say, now that I know that she cheated on me, I'm like, well, you was probably slacking in certain areas because you was, you know, seeing someone else, you know? So it's like a lot of things that I'm puzzled by.
Okay, so Martell, how many times have you cheated and how long have you been with the mistress? I mean, did she know about it initially, or is this something new and y'all knew it when y'all came to TV? Because this seems like a lot.
No, it is a lot. I would definitely agree to that. It is a lot. But yeah, I mean, I've seen the mistress over 5 years. And like you know, it's ugly. I know it is. But a lot of times, you know, her and we stopped talking. I stopped talking to her for, you know, several months. And, you know, Melody knew that. But I come home to someone who's, you know, not only not satisfying me, but, you know, disrespecting me with the mouth, almost talking to me like she's the man and I'm the woman or something like that, like really disrespecting me. And sometimes I would tell, like, Melody, I know this is very wrong, but I'll say, Melody, you see how you talking to me? You see how you doing? So that's why I cheated on you right there. I would tell her right then, I would say, this is why I cheated on you. Look how you talking to me. Look how you acting toward me. So that was, you know, that's why I kept, you know, I stopped talking to her for 4 months, 5 months. Then I'll see my way back, because there was comfort for me right there, you know.
So Martell said Melody was allegedly cheating in the marriage, and that's why Martell may have felt like he was not being taken care of by Melody sexually because she was giving it to someone else. I feel like it's Martell's truth. I'm not saying that it's an excuse to what he did, but I do feel like it's his truth for the moment. I think for me, the difference between the alleged affair Melody had and the affair Martell had was the time difference. And if Melody did have an affair on Martell, honey, it sounded like it was quick and to the point, versus Martell having an affair for 5 years. When you think about the emotional attachment of being with someone other than your spouse for 5 years, it's almost asking yourself, do you love me or do you love them? Who do you really want to be with? And I don't think Martell gets that part. At least that's how it's coming out to me. And I think Dr. Heavenly was trying to get Martell to see what he could have done different to help the situation instead of really just making things worse. Sometimes when you're with someone for a long time, you can lose the spark in your relationship. I mean, it happens all the time. And in my personal opinion, somebody has to be stronger than the other person to know that the relationship is worth fighting for. Meaning sometimes you have to remind the other person about what the foundation for your marriage is. And you know, I think when Martell says that he looks back and he says me and Melody had some great times together, and to look back on all we built, he sees now that that type of love and success is very rare. To find someone who wants the same things in life that you want, honey, that's rare, because most relationships are are not on one accord, and they function only on love and what the outward appearance has to offer, rather than what your goals and aspirations have to offer. Hello, somebody. Martell said it himself that Arion filled a void he was not getting at home with Melody. And to me, him and Arion's relationship isn't built off of anything but sexual attraction. But y'all, I'm about to wrap up this video. Let me know what y'all think. Let's talk about it in the comments section of this video. As always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.